Your gut is packed with trillions of microbes that constantly communicate with your brain. This communication happens through chemical messengers like neurotransmitters and hormones like dopamine, GABA, serotonin, and norepinephrine. The vagus nerve, a direct highway from gut to brain, and immunizing signaling molecules and metabolites. Think of your gut as a factory producing raw materials that your brain uses to build chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and GABA. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical that drives you to act and chase goals. When dopamine rises in the striatum brain region, you feel motivated. When it's low, you feel unmotivated and stuck. And your gut microbiome directly shapes your dopamine levels. Certain bacteria like lactobacillus and bacillus can produce tyrosine and L-dopa, which are the building blocks of dopamine. The amino acid tyrosine is converted to L-dopa by the enzyme tyrosine hydroxylase. Then L-dopa is converted to dopamine by the enzyme aromatic L-amino acid decarboxylase. Your brain can't make dopamine without these, which means in simple terms a healthy microbiome equals a steady supply of dopamine ingredients. The motivation to exercise is partly controlled by gut microbes. Microbes release fatty acid amides, which are signaling molecules, during exercise, which activates the vagus nerve, which signals the striatum in the brain, which then boosts dopamine release. When you eat fiber, microbes ferment it into short-chain fatty acids like the three major ones: butyrate, acetate, and propionate. Short-chain fatty acids strengthen the blood-brain barrier so toxins don't leak in. They also reduce brain inflammation, which reduces brain fog and mood disturbances like depression and anxiety. And short-chain fatty acids also support healthy dopamine signaling. 90% of your serotonin, which is a key neurotransmitter in influencing mood and sleep, is made in your gut. Your gut also produces GABA, the main calming neurotransmitter, is also used in medicine and drugs known as benzodiazepines like Xanax, which is used to reduce anxiety and panic attacks. Norepinephrine, which plays a role in alleviating depression symptoms by regulating focus and motivation, also is used to boost with antidepressant. And this whole system is called the gut-brain axis. This is so important because your neurotransmitters determine everything from your mood to your behavior. If you want to fix depression or ADHD, you have to think in terms of neurotransmitters. That's why Adderall fixes ADHD by boosting dopamine and norepinephrine, and an antidepressant alleviates the symptoms of depression. It's all about your neurotransmitters. You're not motivated. Fix your neurotransmitters. You have depression. Fix neurotransmitters. Can't focus. Fix neurotransmitters. There's also the HPA axis, which is your main stress response system. It activates when your brain detects stress through fear, anxiety, or physical stress like infections or injuries. An unhealthy microbiome can overactivate the HPA axis, flooding your body with cortisol, which indirectly suppresses dopamine and motivation through modulating the activity of other neurotransmitters like serotonin and norepinephrine, which in turn influence dopamine release. A healthy microbiome helps keep the HPA axis balanced, indirectly protecting dopamine. Gut microbes stimulate the vagus nerve, which reduces heart rate, decreases inflammation, and improves mood, alleviating symptoms of stress and anxiety. The vagus nerve acts as a communication pathway between the brain and the body for functions related to rest and digestion. Basically, your breathing, heart rate, digestion, immune response, and mood. So to improve your gut microbiome, you want to consume probiotics and prebiotics. The best source is homemade kefir. Store-bought kefir has 3 to 5 cultures, while homemade has 30 or more different cultures of beneficial bacteria. Simply order kefir grains off Amazon, They are like $15 per 10 grams, and search for a tutorial on YouTube. It's pretty easy. The cool thing is that kefir grains grow because they are alive, so basically you have unlimited kefir grains, and also you can sell them if you have too much. You can also use raw milk if you want to, and there is zero risk because kefir has a low pH of 3.5, where pathogens can't survive. For dietary fiber, wheat bran is the best source, with 43 grams of fiber per 100 gram, but it does contain anti-nutrients, so you have to look at the pros and cons and decide for yourself. Soaking, sprouting, fermentation, and using heat can significantly reduce anti-nutrient levels and improve health outcomes. All sources for my claims are in the description.